60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. But first, well, it happened again. Our own Jose Bolaños was late to work this morning. Showed up almost a half an hour late. And, of course, completely exhausted.
It's a hard
And this
life.
is probably about the 100th time that he's been late this year alone, which is impressive. And the producer counts on him every single morning to come to the show on time and complete his daily schedules, like cut some audio that we might use on the show, set up the show tweets, laugh, another big responsibility. And believe it or not, Jose actually has duties and responsibilities that he's been trusted with.
Yes.
Shocking.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently,
No one knows.
he couldn't be bothered with those today because he had an excuse. And it's not the first time that he's used this excuse either. He told our producer that he lost his car again.
Yeah, the case of the lost car.
Yeah.
Most people lose their keys. Jose loses the whole car.
He lost his car again, apparently. Jose had a rough weekend, telling lots of jokes, so he was tired. And when he woke up this morning, he forgot where he parked and had to wander around his neighborhood, trying to remember, going door to door, tearfully asking his neighbors if they knew where his car was.
You were desperately trying to beep your button, weren't you?
I literally almost called an Uber today. I was like, okay, this is not happening.
How do you lose your car so much?
I don't understand it either.
It's like maybe that's the fourth time it's ever happened to me. But
That's a lot of times to lose your car,
listen,
Jose.
I live in an area where I don't have a parking spot. I park in a different spot every single day for the last 5 years straight. So
when you get out, why don't you pay attention to where you parked since it's happened so often?
I need to text myself or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought I parked here. No, maybe
You
it was
need to-
over here. And it's just blocks and blocks of nothing.
Just leave a trail of, I don't know what kind of crumbs. Or take a picture every time you park so you can remember where you actually
That's a good
parked.
idea. I need to take a picture. That is smart. I like that.
But, and not a
idea.
selfie. Not a selfie of you inside your car. Like, actually where your car is parked on the street.
I mean,
Well, I'm glad you found your car and made it in this
Thank
morning.
you. I'm glad.
how
I'm
far
also-
away
Yeah.
was it? 2 miles?
No, it was like 1 block away from my apartment.
okay.
I just
That
was
makes
walking the wrong
sense.
direction.
Must have been really hard to find.
All right, let's get into the shock collar question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Brooke has drawn a name out of the hat because she had the shock collar last. And who'd you get?
I got myself.
Oh.
Fantastic.
All right.
Every once in a while,
Brooke's
I'm
putting
like,
the
why
shock
am I
collar
not
on
just
while she
lying?
does that. Jeff, please read Brooke the shock collar question of the day.
There's a very famous movie that came out in the 1980s. The lead role was first offered to Frank Sinatra, then Arnold Schwarzenegger, then Sylvester Stallone, Burt Reynolds, Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, and Mel Gibson. They all turned that role down, and finally the part fell to another well-known actor who made the film into one of the top-grossing movies of the year, and it went on to spawn several sequels. What famous 80s movie was it?
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of people. So Frank Sinatra, my first thought actually is Dirty Dancing. Because singing,
interesting.
dancing, Frank Sinatra, I don't know.
How old would he have been?
I don't know. Maybe a little too old to be in the watermelon scene or that whole part. That's a good point. He would have been pretty old then. What if it was the movie It and they were all supposed to be the clown? That would have been amazing. What's another big blockbuster from the 80s that had...
If you're thinking about singing and dancing, was Footloose?
Oh yeah, Footloose.
the
That's
80s?
good. I like Footloose.
But I mean,
Again,
Harrison Ford,
they're
you
supposed to
can't-
be in high school though, I think. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
like a crooner.
Yeah.
Everybody footloose.
None of that in this town. Like that's the problem is all the 80s movies I think of are like Goonies, you know?
Yeah.
But it has sequels. Top Gun, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I can't see Frank Sinatra in any of these roles.
Yeah. Goose. Can't believe I lost Goose.
Oh my God.
I don't picture him, and that throws it off big time.
You know what I can picture him
What?
in?
Give it to me.
The musical John Travolta, Grease.
Grease.
That would be a good role for him.
Again, they were supposed to be in high school.
Oh, that's right.
But, and it sparks sequels.
Well, there was a Grease 2.
Come on, guys, give me one more.
That.
What else do we got? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to stick with Dirty Dancing.
Not bad.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's all I got.
There's a very famous movie that came out in 1988. Frank Sinatra, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Burt Reynolds, Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, and Mel Gibson all turned down the lead role, so the part fell to another well-known actor. And not only did it go on to become one of the highest-grossing movies of that year, but it spawned 4 sequels and has grossed over $500 million. The actor who took the part was Bruce Willis in the classic film series Die Hard.
Oh
What?
my
Really?
God.
They wanted
Really?
Frank Sinatra to star in Die Hard?
Originally, yeah.
I mean, the other guys I could kind of see, but like that's their first idea.
Old blue eyes. Weird.
That is weird.
All right, well, you got the question wrong, and somebody wanted you to sing Creep by TLC, so
Okay.
here's the lyrics for that, and whenever you're ready.
So I creep, yeah, just creeping on the down low that nobody's supposed to know. So I creep.
Oh my God.
Moving 92.5.
I'm Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello?
Hi, is this Maureen?
Yeah, this is Maureen. Who is this?
Hello, Maureen. My name is Sage Willowbrook. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How can I help you?
The reason I'm calling today is that I've been going to yoga with your daughter, Leanne, and she suggested that maybe we get together.
Oh, you're Leanne's yoga friend.
Yes, I am. I guess you could call me that. So,
Okay.
tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do for fun?
I'm not really sure what Leanne has shared with you. I don't know.
Well, she said that you're newly single and are looking to get out on the market a bit.
Out on the market?
Yes, be careful. It's a meat market out there.
Yeah, I don't really think that I'm want to be on the market. I don't think I like that.
Well, just because you say you aren't ready doesn't mean that you aren't ready.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you and I should get together and maybe go out sometime for a fun evening.
And what would you call a fun evening?
Well, what do I like to do? I like to go hiking quite a bit.
No, I said an evening out. I mean, you don't go hiking at night.
Sometimes it's best to trudge through wooded areas late at night. That way nobody can see you.
No, I think I'll stay to hiking during the day. I think no. I don't think this is a good idea at all. I don't want to.
I'll be honest, I'm not the best hiker. I usually just go to a trail and follow more experienced hikers into the forest and see where we both end up.
So you follow hikers into the woods at night.
Well, when they're hiking, I like to find the more experienced hikers and sort of track them.
Track them? Do you know how that sounds?
Yes, that sounds like...
That you are the person that my daughter thinks that I should go out for an evening with?
She said that we would get along wonderfully, and I'm starting to believe her because I can feel a very strong connection between you.
You feel a strong connection, and I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you, but you like to hike at night and track experienced hikers. What do you carry with you? A machete and duct tape? I'm not feeling very comfortable with this. I think we need to end this. I don't think this is a good idea.
Forget the whole hiking nonsense for now, and just maybe we could go to dinner.
I'm not having dinner with you, and I doubt that you could ever change my mind.
Perhaps I can change your mind when I tell you a little bit about the restaurant. They have live lobsters.
So what? I mean, a lot of restaurants have live lobsters. What?
Yes, the fun part is I'm very good friends with the chef there, and he'll take us into the back kitchen, and we can watch the lobsters scream.
I can't believe that Leanne would do this. I can't believe in any way, shape, or form she would think that someone, that you would be someone I should ever meet.
You can almost hear the lobsters form the word ouch as they're screaming.
Why are you even still on my phone? Why are this...
I'm a lobster. Why the water's not supposed to be this hot?
Stop! You're insane. God, I'm hanging up the phone. I don't ever want to hear from you again. I want you to lose my number. And I don't know what was in Leanne's head that she ever thought this would be a good idea.
Maybe Leanne was just thinking it'd be a fun prank phone call idea. That could be it.
Huh?
Oh, this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you, and your daughter Leanne set you up.
Is it... What?
It's a joke. Your daughter said that she wanted to have some fun with you because she's been telling you that you need to get out and date.
Oh, God. I'm so glad that wasn't real.
I bet anybody you go out on a date with now is going to seem amazing.
No, I wasn't so interested before, and I think I'm even less interested now.
Well, why is that? We could listen to the lobsters scream together.
I'm never eating lobster again either.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We get a lot of emails in for the second date update that describe people going on some pretty strange dates. And normally, they sound terrible to me. I always think that they're really bad ideas. And today's is one of those, but it actually sounds really cool to me.
Okay.
Really? So it's probably super weird.
Yeah, then it's like they went to a cemetery and dug up old bodies.
For some people, they might feel like it's a cemetery. They went to an airport. They weren't flying anywhere, but they went to the airport for their date.
You can't even get into the good restaurants if you don't have a ticket.
We'll get into what specifically they did at the airport in just a second, but first, I want to find out more about the dude she went out with. Her name's Hillary. Hillary, what's up?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Not too bad.
This sounds so weird. Was the airport date your idea or his idea?
I kind of came out between the both of us organically.
Really?
We'll get to the date in just a second because it's weird. But anyway, the dude that you want to call today, what's his name?
His name is Rob.
Rob?
Oh, you sound
with
like
a W?
Yeah, it sounded like that. Wob.
Rob.
Rob, okay. Hey, I don't know. My name's Jubal. I can't judge somebody if their name's Wob, so I thought that's what his name was. How'd you meet Rob?
I met Rob online on all my dating sites.
Okay. And what struck you about him?
Well, we had been talking for, about 4 weeks online, and through that, he has a really sarcastic sense of humor, and so do I, so we were just able to kind of have a good time going back and forth.
Okay, and you chatted for 4 weeks is a long time before you actually go out.
Yeah, you want to kind of take your time getting to know somebody before you kind of meet in person. Plus, I'm a single mom, so that's something that I'm very cautious about before I meet somebody in person.
Well, and you have 1 day available in the next 6 months to actually probably hang out.
Right. That too.
Okay. So you guys finally connected, and now I want to hear about your date.
So, kind of we were going back and forth, and we were a little bit bored with just the typical coffee date or dinner date because it's kind of an interview style, and we had already got to know a lot about each other beforehand. So we thought it would be cool just to meet at the airport and people watch and make up stories about them and their life and where they were going and where they were coming from. So
okay,
I love it.
So you went to the airport to judge people.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at it.
I'm in airports all the time. I love the airport for that specific reason because there's so many different stories in there, and you don't know where people are going. And I like to make up things in my head too. It'd be fun to do it with somebody else, though.
Yeah, and we went specifically to the arrivals gate. So there was a girl there that was holding up a sign. She hadn't seen her boyfriend, and the story we made was that she hadn't seen her boyfriend in 6 months, so she was all dressed up and had this sign and had a home-cooked dinner.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, we were there because we wanted to see the people that were happy to see people coming, people that were frustrated wherever they were going.
Yeah, that's the thing too. So many pissed off people walking out of the airport.
So wait, how was your time with him though? Did you get to know him better through this process?
I did a little bit. Obviously seeing somebody in person and like enjoying their mannerisms is you don't have that opportunity over the phone. So that was cool. He looked like his pictures. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see like how I felt being around him in person. I started to get a little giddy and like girlish. I kept like hitting him in the arm. So I was like, why am I hitting this guy?
You're like, oh my God, I'm in third grade all over again.
Yeah. No, we had a really great time, but there was kind of like an awkward thing that he said, but...
What did he say?
Well, there is this guy who, it was pretty clear he was a bodybuilder, like this huge hunk of a man, that came through, and Rob leaned to me, and he was like, oh, I bet that guy's, coming into town to cheat on his wife, and he's looking for his mistress right now. Whoa. And it threw me off because I had shared with him that one of my exes is a bodybuilder who had cheated on me.
Oh.
So
But you shared with him before he made that comparison?
Yeah, like in passing. I mean, we hadn't gone through like the details of the depths of our past relationships, but I had said it in passing.
I feel like that's kind of rude.
I don't know if he was like making that as passing, kind of like a haha, remember, or if he just completely spaced and just said it like on his own.
What did he say? What was his response? Was he embarrassed?
He was embarrassed. I mean, we had a great rest of the time. It was a little awkward moment. Like, so in my head, I'm thinking maybe he's comparing himself to that guy we saw at the airport because they look totally different.
Yeah, but we hate that guy. He cheated on you.
Right. We hate him. We don't like him at all. But he had a really great body.
Okay, I see.
I know if I was Rob, the dude you were on a date with, and I made a comparison like that, I would have been sitting there awkwardly because I would have felt bad. I'd been like, damn, I didn't mean to bring that up.
Yeah. It definitely was a little awkward, but I felt like we got back on track. Like later on, we left the airport. We went and got some drinks. After drinks, we shared some smooching.
This all sounds so positive.
Yeah.
You guys even
And
kissed?
so afterwards, we've had a phone call and we've texted a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's kind of pulling away, which is fine because we're not, in this committed relationship. But if you like somebody and you kind of want to spend more time with them, I would think that you would put a little bit more effort and see them more than just once in person.
So you think he's blowing you off?
Yes, I think he is blowing me off.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Jubal Flag speaking. We're about to embark on a second date update. Just want to let you know things could get a little bumpy and we might experience some turbulence, so we encourage you to keep your seatbelt on through the whole flight, even if the sign is illuminated. Also, I've never flown a plane before, so we're probably going to crash and die.
Wait, what did you just say?
Probably going to crash and die because I've never flown a plane.
Oh, dang it.
Why did I introduce the second part of today's second date update like that? Well, it's because Hillary is on the phone, and she went on a date with a dude named Rob, and their first date was to the airport. They actually met up online, went to the airport to sit there while people were arriving, and then they had fun talking about people and making up stories of why they were coming into town. And she said it was great, except there was an awkward moment when some big buff bodybuilder dude walked off, and Rob, her date, was like, I bet you he's getting into town to see his mistress to cheat on his wife. And it seems like Rob may have forgotten that Hillary actually had something like that happen to her.
With a bodybuilder.
And then it was all awkward after he brought that up for a little bit, and Hillary's not sure if he was just feeling bad or what. Anyway, they texted back and forth a little bit, and now he's not really getting back to her. So we're about to call him and find out why.
I mean, you said you're a single mom. He knew that going into the date, right?
Oh, yeah, that's not anything that I hid that was on my profile. We talked about it.
Something else that could have shocked him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to find good guys out there and connect with. So it's totally blowing my mind because there was a spark. I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, we'll see if we can get him on the phone and maybe get that spark to grow into a big, huge flame again.
Why are you so weird when you say things like that?
Oxygen helps fire, so I'm going to blow on his spark a little bit.
Don't blow on anybody's anything.
You know?
Leave his spark alone.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm dialing his phone up right now, Hillary.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Rob?
Yeah, this is Rob. Who's this?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm not interested if you're trying to sell me something or...
No, I promise you I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm calling from a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. And you went out with a woman named Hillary recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What a positive response, Rob.
So Hillary emailed us and told us about your date. And we said that we would try to figure out what happened. Do you have a minute to talk about that?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said you've texted a little bit and you've talked a little bit on the phone. Are you blowing her off?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Now
I
that
don't
you
know
bring
how
it
to say
up.
this, but yes, I am. It sounds like, I mean, from her description, you guys had a lovely time and a great connection.
We did. I mean, Hillary's, she's a really cool lady, and I liked spending time with her that day. I just don't really see a future with us, though.
Can you tell us why? She really wants to know.
I mean, I don't want to hurt her feelings. This isn't probably the best place to, get into that.
Yeah, but it's the place she chose to do it. Before anybody does a second date update, we always tell them they might hear something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And she sounds like a really strong, confident woman. I mean, even if you do hurt her feelings, I don't think you're going to destroy her or anything.
Yeah, she is. You're right. Okay, every time we've been in contact, it hasn't been so good, like every time.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So when we met on our date, she brought a box of Girl Scout cookies because she has a daughter who is selling them. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. And I bought a box.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But, like, every time we talked, like in the phone call and all the text, like, she brings up the cookies every time. Do you want another box of cookies? Would you like more cookies? It's like, enough of the cookies,
She's just trying to sell you Girl Scout cookies nonstop?
What?
Every time we've talked.
So wait, you already bought a box and then she wants you to buy more?
Yeah, I mean, I've never dated anyone with a kid before, but I tell you what, if they're in the Girl Scouts. I mean, I love kids. That's not a big problem. But if they're in the Girl Scouts, I'm not interested.
Okay, wait.
Scam.
Rob, maybe she's just using it to, I don't know, have something in common with you because you obviously enjoyed the Girl Scout cookies, like a way to jumpstart conversation.
Listen, we've talked on the phone once and we've texted numerous times, and every single time she's bringing up these damn thick mints or whatever they are. I don't even know what they are.
Thin mints. But I wish they had thick mints too. Yeah, they should.
So she's just like a crazy Girl Scout mom.
Oh, well, hey, you called her that. I would never call her that, okay? You said that, not me. I'm just saying I don't want any more cookies.
Okay. Well, Rob, we can give her that information because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? No, that's not true, is it?
Yes, it is true.
Hey, Rob. It's Hillary.
Hey, Hillary.
Well, I didn't know the Girl Scout cookies were such a prominent part of our conversations. I'm sorry for that.
Oh.
But who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? So that's a little weird.
Always selling.
I do like any kind of cookies, but I don't want boxes and boxes and boxes of them. I mean,
wait. First, hold on a second. It's only seasonal that these things are ever sold. So it's not like this is something that you would be buying over and over and over and over again. So most people like to buy a lot of boxes and put them in the freezer because they love them so much. They want to hoard them throughout the year. We have people that are asking us over and over again, do you have more Girl Scout cookies? And so I kept giving you the opportunity if you wanted to buy more. We had more before we sold out.
Oh, I was very aware that you had cookies. I mean, Hillary, even one of your texts, you were like, my daughter's going for the record in sales. It'd be great if you bought a whole bunch.
Oh.
I'm like,
as Girl Scouts, it's a really great thing because it promotes leadership, it promotes community and self-worth. So that's something that I want to support that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's prizes if you're the top seller in your troop. And I just didn't know that you hated the Girl Scouts.
I don't hate the Girl Scouts. You said that. I never said that.
But you bought one box. I mean, who buys one box of Girl Scout cookies?
Somebody who only wants one box?
Rob, That's ridiculous logic. I think you have to buy 10 at least every time.
At least.
Oh, so you agree with that, Hillary? Okay.
Hillary's got me wanting to buy cookies right now. You are a good saleswoman, Hillary.
I literally have like 3 more boxes left. So if you want them, like let me know and I can get
Okay,
them.
well, let's do that later.
It's
Let's
going
focus on
fast.
trying to get another date with Rob, Hillary.
Remember the goal.
Wow, I feel like you haven't given the cookies a fair shot.
Think of the cookies.
Hillary, are you still interested in going out with Rob again?
You know, I'm torn because I feel like if it really was the cookies, why didn't he say something about that ahead of time? Because literally now I feel like an idiot that I've been going on and on and on about these cookies.
But you guys realize if you would have met outside of Girl Scout cookie season, none of this would have been an issue and you would be on a second date already. Maybe a third or a fourth by this time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, until Girl Scout season comes around again, and then I'm hanging out with a car salesman trying to make quota.
But then we would have been together for a whole year, and you would have fallen in love with me and fallen in love with the Girl Scouts and understood what this is all about.
You would have been peddling cookies too, is what she's saying.
Exactly.
You wait 1 year and you're going to be hawking those things like nobody's business.
I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, Rob, do you want to try to find out? Would you like to go on a second date with Hillary? We'll pay for it.
Jeez. Hillary, we got along really great in our date. And how about when Girl Scout cookie season ends, we'll get together?
Hey, that's a compromise.
Rob, if you can't take me during Girl Scout cookie selling season, I don't think we are a fit.
You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Hillary.
Exactly.
Wait a second here. So you called a radio station to call me to see if we'll go out again. And I agreed, even with the damn Girl Scout cookies, and you said no?
Because Girl Scouts for life. Like, you can't just cut that off during a season. And the fact that it was this big of a deal to you, like, I can't move forward with that.
Oh.
What am I supposed to tell my daughter about you, that you don't support her hopes and dreams?
Wow.
I bought a box of cookies. So I did.
A box. 1 box, Rob. 1 box. Nobody does that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what just happened, but yeah, we won't go out. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Hillary, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least you know why now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But from what we were talking about earlier, I do still have those 3 boxes if anybody is interested.
Just email us. We'll see if we can get those 3 boxes
I'm
sold
in
for
if
you.
they're Samoas.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.